Hello, welcome back once again to Rebirth! Yes, the Minecraft series. I'm literally, I mean this like now, we are literally starting this Minecraft series on the eve of today. This evening I'm actually going to start filming, which is awesome. I can't wait to get started because I have so many ideas and there's so much written lore that I want to like start doing. I'm actually going to write like full-on like fucking story stuff for this as well, which is going to be sick. But yeah. As you can see, if anyone said last time, well, it's been a bit of a while since we've hopped on here. I've been doing a bit of work on the bar, not really sure about this. I kind of hate it. It doesn't really fit the rest of this. And I'm struggling a lot, to be honest, with this upper echelon of roof here. For some reason, I just decided to go with this, which it doesn't look good. Basically, what I plan to do today is get this barn finished. Well, half of it finished, because I can just tube it with structure blocks. And then hop on the survival world and get everything prepped for filming this evening. Because I wanted the reason we haven't like enchanted anything yet or done villages is because I want to do that on like an actual video. The problem is if I do that on stream, putting that in video is a bit hard to see like the overlays and stuff. So yeah, there's some stuff that we won't be doing on stream, some stuff we will be doing on stream. But yeah, today is just kind of like getting everything sorted and ready to go. I think I might keep. I like this. I'll keep this, but I think I want to change the pink to something else. Like, this doesn't feel right to me. Also, I think the windows in here, like, I like the fact that there is a bit of, like, sway in these, but they feel too, they don't feel right. Like, I feel like there should be some sort of curvature here, maybe. Let me just try some real quick. Will you grab this? I just turn that music down a bit as well. Tiny bit loud. But anyway, how you guys been? Yeah, it's going great for me, and I'm having a good day today, to be fair. Very stressed this morning, but everything's kind of evened out a bit, thinned out, and I'm doing better, which is good. But yeah, this is going. I haven't actually been on here since we last played on here as well, so obviously getting back into this is a bit weird. I've actually got my images up on the side, the stuff I drew for this barn, which I didn't actually have up last night when I was trying to build this extra window on. Now that I have this up, I think, yeah, I think I might have just gone a bit too like much with this. As we can see down here, though it is detailed in respect, it's also quite simple. Like there's not too much going on like there is up here. So what I'm actually just going to do is get rid of all of this. I might keep the windows because I like them, but I think this needs to be windows like that because this just does not work at all. Again, I kind of like the stone here, but it's just, it doesn't really fit the whole vibe. I think there has to be balance between all the blocks, otherwise it's just like a spill of too much. And yeah, and I don't want to do like block for it either because that's not really very fun. So yeah, I did want to have a window here, but I think having these taller ones fits the structure better. In terms of shapes that I've gone with so far, this thing is like massively tall, so I think more of like a stretched window rather than a circular one would probably fit better in terms of thematic style, if you will. But yeah. For the people who don't know, Rebirth. Basically, I did a Minecraft series for about 2-ish, 3 years maybe. I had to kind of reset everything because the world got really laggy and then the game just stopped working. This isn't... I used to play Minecraft on the disc and now we're just playing it basically on digital download, which is fine. It's not too much difference. Well, there's not any difference really because I'm still playing a Bedrock. But I guess... yeah. I just had to restart. I had to reset a new account as well with the whole fucking thing going on with streaming, and that was really annoying. So I've just decided to do Minecraft on there too. But yeah, it's going well so far. I'm looking forward to it, and I guess it's like starting a new season on an SMP or something like that. It's fresh new start, I guess. I'm gonna get rid of these as well. I'm not really sure about all this up here. Glowstone's kind of ugly now that I look at it as well. I think, tell you what, we'll keep it there because we'll have some light source, but I think anywhere in here where you can actually see it, it's going to be annoying. And then we'll get rid of these as well. So I think what I want is maybe like, we can get rid of this to keep up that there. I want to do tough maybe, but like in a way that's going to work. Again, I kind of like this. I'm going to get rid of it. I kind of like this sort of style that I've done with the stone here. It's pretty cool. And like the darker blocks down the bottom, that's nice. So we could actually put black stone here instead around the edge. Maybe, just like this. And then that would work. And the best part about walls is if they're breaking the back here, they don't actually show on the front. Like you don't get like an extra knob. So I think what we could do with the black stone is maybe go like this along the back here. Which still keeps that dark element, right? And then one of them there for now. Do I like that? I'm not sure. Maybe. Even throw some like deep slate walls in there, maybe. Like mix in with the andesite, have a bit like a darker effect. Just a bit of shading and grey tones, I guess. Mixes, yeah, it gives like a better transition to the black. If you look, I don't know. Yeah, it looks better. Okay, it kind of looks like a bit nether portal. That'd be a bit sick actually, just having nether portal in the window. Oh, could you imagine that? I probably could actually do that as well. Problem is I'd have 2 nether portals instead of 1. Unless I just made 1 nether portal in a really long window at the front, because I still have to do the front of this building as well, which I haven't even like thought about. I guess this is going to be the main build of the first episode that I start filming when I do the actual series, so I'm going to think about the rest of this thing when it comes to it. We can wait a bit. I think I just want to get the sides done, because I think the way we're going to build in the episode, basically, is we're going to do big chunks at a time, but we're also going to do some smaller things in there, because though it's not going to be like a one-to-one scale sort of thing for survival, I'd like to throw something in there, like I said, like doing just base enchanting, which is something I haven't done in years in Minecraft, so yeah, that could be quite fun. And then also, I guess trying to experiment just building the door just straight off the bat rather than doing it in here. But yeah, I think keeping like these tall windows, I kind of like that there's a bit of a rim there as well. If we maybe put like some stairs here. And if we actually grab some slabs as well, it could work quite well too. It is slightly darker than other stuff, so kind of works. Again, you got to kind of judge. It's different with everybody, I guess. It's like, I guess you can use this in terms of art as well. You're your own kind of like biggest critic, is I guess what the thing is. But you can also use that to your advantage when it comes to art or building. In this case, for the game, you can use it to your advantage in the effort of knowing like when you've gone too far with something, or like knowing where to stop before you go too far with something, because otherwise you can add a bit too much and it can overcomplicate something, which is something I used to struggle with quite a lot, but I've got better at, because though I am my own biggest critic when it comes to art, I've found a way to strengthen that. I kind of like that. Yeah. Does that look better? But again, it's a bit too much. I don't know about... Maybe just do one, and then we just have the... Here, like this. Yeah, not really. Okay, I think we'll just stick to the original, so take those off. And again, I think such a massive part of building as well is experimenting and taking a step back. Always take a step back when you're building, because you can just check out like what the thing looks like. It's really struggling with the windows. I think we might keep this, but I might just I feel like this needs a bit more like attachment, otherwise it feels like it's just stuck onto the roof. There we go. Cool. Yeah, that's better. Okay, cool. And so then what we want to do with this is go ahead and kind of make like a window here. Unless we just have this be like another gradient, because the image I've got in reference, like there is 2 windows here, which is kind of what I'm building off of. But then this middle bit is just like flat or a clock face. But again, I will kind of want to stretch, unless I have like some sort of symbol here that signifies what kind of place it is. Or this could just even be open. Yeah, this could just be open, to be fair, because I might need to fly in and out eventually. So this could be just like an open hub space. If I just build like inward, like this. This could be just our kind of like space that goes inwards that becomes the upstairs of our place. And then the windows are there. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that then. Let's go this real quick. So this has now become our sort of inward space. This is where we're going to have one entrance in, and obviously mobs won't be able to go up here, which is awesome. So yeah, wicked. And then I'll just add some more like central, unless I make this whole thing a circle, because it's a square, but if I just push the walls in, I could make a proper circle. Huh. If I like go in here like this and I grab maybe the polished blackstone, like where is it? Where's the polished blackstone? It is, I believe, in bricks, actually. No, it's not. It's in just general resources. We go here real quick. What we can do is grab these and go up like this. Right? And then I think we'll bring one of these blocks forwards. It kind of has a bit of a lip and matches up the rest of this down here. But if we pull these back like this, right, and then destroy that, and then we grab our blocks for the pink wood back. Not resin. I don't want resin. Yes. And then maybe we'll like bring that in by 2. Kind of like wraps round. Yeah, that's alright. And then even like down here as well. Or is that too much? I'm going to change these real quick too. I feel like the bottom's a bit too much, so we might just take these out. But then we could put in some blackstone stairs, which are a bit more raw and sort of like a darker material than the actual thing, which is why they work so well. And then I think maybe up here too. Yeah, kind of like that. And this could even be our portal frame here. I do actually want to build a separate portal, so probably not, but what we could then do is try and make a circle out of this. So if we just count, I just need this like actual square, because otherwise it's not going to work. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is technically now a square, which means we can make a circle out of it. So I'm thinking maybe like if we go for, how would black conquer? Problem is I don't have access to, I'm only building this with blocks I technically have access to in the world currently, so there is limitations. I think I might just go pure blackstone. Could look quite cool. Yeah, because it has a sort of like a scaly dragon texture, which is very befitting to my theme. So yeah, I think I like. And then every bit we're on, every sort of corner we're at, we'll go do this. So it mimics all the way around, so it makes like a circle. I think I might even set it back by another 1 after I've done these corners. So you've got like that sort of like, that sort of crop, and almost, can you imagine like the sun just like being there in position? Like if we just try to line this up, that actually look, oh my god, that looks wicked. That absolutely looks really cool. Like, imagine like having, because this window, imagine like seeing this from the inside of the window, sitting at that window on the inside and just viewing the sun like be captured by this window. That would be sick, right? Okay, so I think we could actually just leave it like that then. Ooh, but I'm tempted. I might just add a tiny bit on like another layer beneath this, just see how it looks. But again, we can get rid of it if we want to, because it's all, this whole world, this is what this whole one's about. It's experimenting. That's what this whole thing's for. Let's go to it real quick. Oh yeah, also do just let me know if the music's a bit too loud, because I can turn it down. Where is the... Oh no, music seems fine. Okay, cool. Wicked. I'm actually just going to grab something else real quick. On this thing then. If I go here, I'm just going to close this. So I'm just sorting out tabs on the side. Give me a sec. I'll come out with this menu real quick. Gin Pearl. That's it. Craft. We're catching up on the gigs D&D as well. Looks fucking awesome so far. I did do a bit of fan art for it. What I found out is that while fan art is fun, I find it quite constrictive. If that makes sense. Like in the way that it doesn't limit like me in a sense, but more that when I do art, I can create something different every time I go to draw something, which is why I like drawing dragons, because they turn out different every time. But the problem with doing fan art is you're constricted into like doing a specific character, which it doesn't really work for my kind of mentality towards it. Like I could do it as I have done, but it just it like puts a strain on me afterwards. To be fair, I might have just had art block at the time, I don't know. But yeah. I would do fan art in the sense of drawing people as dragons or drawing characters as dragons. That works for me because it still adds that element of kind of, yeah. But it's weird. I don't know how to quite put it, but yeah, it's strange. It's very strange. Okay, cool. Right, I can actually see chat now, which is good. Let's get out. Right, I've got my images back. We're going to keep going. But yeah, I think we might just have like one more layer under these, like on the inside, because you can still capture the sun that way. But I think just having this flat up here doesn't really work. I might add like slabs behind here in like a lighter grey, which we could do with a bit of stone. Now, I kind of want to use stone I've already used already. So we've got like, I could use tough bricks. Does that work, or is that like too much? Because the problem with tough is it's not like directly grey. It's almost like a green grey. It's like there's moss hidden inside the block. Yeah, it doesn't really work. The problem is I think I should be more complementary to the stone that I've got on the sides of this. So maybe we do stone, or maybe we do just go straight black stone. Try both real quick. Is that better? I think the problem is, again, is that, I mean, you're not going to be able to see this from too far out, but you can go and see how it's like darker in a specific area. It's because it's set back, which is what you've kind of got to deal with in terms of light in this game. I think we'll sort out light a bit later, or like when it actually comes to the world, we'll just put a bunch of torches down, but yeah. That kind of works. And then we can maybe put some like walls on the edges of the other bit. Like that? Does that? No, I need to offset this. There we go. It's a shame you can't get like stone shelves. That would be awesome, but I mean, I guess we've got walls and stuff, so it's not too much of a disappointment. Let's grab these. Oh, I grabbed the wrong ones. I need the other ones, the cobbled ones. There we go. And again, we can always take this off if it's a bit too much. So I love experimenting with builds. Yeah, we need to kind of like render it in a bit. Sorry, bring that in, not render. Renders when you like. I like when it's because I was talking about doing fucking fan art. So I do digital art quite a lot. So the word render just came into my mind. Fill it out for something else. But yeah, there we go. That kind of works. And even though it's the same block, as you can see, it gets darker as it goes back. So I kind of like that. Yeah, it just feels very square. That's all. Funny. In a game of squares, it feels square. Maybe if we grab like, maybe here is where we put light blocks, possibly. I do technically have access to these, but I think we're gonna stick with glowstone. for now. I do... oh, no, I don't have Froggos, do I? Which means I can't get these yet. So... we might have to stick with glowstone for now, which is kind of an ugly block. But I could, like, tune up some redstone lamps eventually. It'd be pretty sick. But yeah, if we put these in the corners of here, like this, it means that we have a bit of light behind the other stuff. We can get to the roofing bit in a minute. But I think what we'll do is we'll spend like an hour on this creative world, and then we'll hop into survival for an hour as well. So I'm going to get a lot of stuff done. I have been doing stuff off camera as well, so if survival looks a bit different from last time, then that's what. But yeah, that kind of works. And then maybe if we just have like a tiny... The problem with glass, you have to be careful, is because I don't have... I'm playing like the... But there is a mod where you can have like glass where it doesn't show the connection lines in between. In this it still does, because it's middle of Minecraft. So it can look a bit... when you're just using normal glass. Like, this is what I mean, like these. There isn't like... just smooth... don't have mods. So yeah, this kind of works, but like saying that, these windows kind of work now because this is more square. There isn't so much curvature, so this kind of works more. The of it works too, so with, I mean, I have access to it's right, you can't get these panes to tinted glass because we're like, our base is on top of an amethyst cluster, so we do have access to these. Let's try this real quick, see how this looks, because this basically just blocks out all light, which is perfect for a build that's basically made out of black. And I think something awesome about these as well is because their edges are made of purple and this blocks all light, you can't actually see the for especially when it's dark. So yeah, that kind of works in a weird-ish. I guess in daytime you're going to see the... It's the problem with glass. It just doesn't work. Makes me wonder, is there a way we can mimic windows that's going to look good? I did something with the shelves to make them look like what they're called, to be honest. They kind of look like the vents on cars. The grill, that's what I meant. We could do bars. I have access to copper, but I just don't feel like any of this is going to fit the palette of what we're going for. We could also just do straight panes, and I do have access to these colours, so we could try and do like a white maybe. Just a pain in the ass. That's all. You do something like this first, and then you do obviously with the width of these things as well, like an extra knob into the thing. So we just have to be wary of that. We'll be building a glass with glass a lot when it comes to the extra series as well, so I best get used to it now. We're not going to have this just be like a straight up smash into each other. I did that because it's glass and smash. Never mind. Terrible puns. That's what you get when you come here. But yeah, like I don't want a straight smash. Although, like a straight smash together doesn't look. I kind of like that. But what we might just try to do real quick is almost gradient this in a way. Or just kind of melge? I just made a new word. If we just kind of like merge these together in a way, we make this maybe work as like a fade between the two. With something, but if you put like green behind it, which you can literally see the actual colours, kind of works in a way. But I think that only works because of the green. Then it doesn't fit with the rest of the build, is the problem. So I think I might like because I have access to pink glass as well. notice we don't have windows next to each other. I could how and just put stone here instead. Maybe like that. I don't know if you get them everywhere, but there's, if you look on some, you'll see like spots where there used to be windows, and it makes this sort of, well, it just looks like a window that's been filled in, but sometimes it's done on purpose on a building to add, I forgot the ing. Sometimes it's done on purpose on buildings, like adds like depth. Other times it is where windows have just been filled in from where the building has been like done up or renovated. So we could try do something like that, but with the stone. Try a bit of gradient. I'm just gonna try to mimic the, where is it? The okay, so if we go from like, yeah, maybe. Maybe some andesite as well. Ooh, tiny bit of gravel as well. We'll start mixing up some textures. More of, yeah, what if we did more of like a texture job here than a gradient job? Because these all do mix quite well. So if we start this plate of stone. Again, I think I want to set this back by just one block because it will add a bit more depth. It will kind of look like one of those sunken windows you see on buildings. So yeah, we'll do that real quick. Frame in here. This is about experiment. There we go. Right. What we can do, we'll just go like this. And I think what we'll do is just randomly place blocks in here, all around and over. And we'll even do this when we're building it, so it's completely random. That's the thing. So any place that's like textured on this build, it's not going to be exactly the same in the world. Because, as I said, no mods, so no like Matica or Axiom or anything like that. Which basically means every texture whenever I build this thing, because I might end up building this part again just to mean like different colours, or use parts of this in future, it's going to look completely different in terms of like the texture parts, because I'm not really copying, I'm just using it as reference. Just as I am with this drawing on the side here. But yeah, that kind of looks awesome. Yeah, that works. I like that. I feel like this should be Blackstone, but... Ooh, no, but I kind of like how it's cut off. But do I? I think the deep slope's a bit too much. That might be why it's kind of messing this up for me. If we maybe put like blocks where the deep slate is that like... It kind of adds like that weird sort of like edge to... You mostly get on like churches and Edwardian buildings, but you get like this weird sort of corner pieces. It reminds me of that a bit. But yeah, if we replace all of the deep slate in here with... There we go. I haven't actually put bricks down here, so this might look nice. Ooh, I like that. That looks nice. Pattern's more seamless. Oh, I'm really tempted to put like a pupil or something there. Oh my god, he looks like the fucking pufferfish meme. He looks like the... Oh, for fuck's sake. It looks like the pufferfish meme. I mean, you could even have like extra. These look like eyes as well. It has like four, but you can see like the eye here and the eye here, and you got the pufferfish mouth. You know, it's go like with the fucking carrot. How the fuck do I do? There's one down when we were on here. This kind of looks like a villager with an axolotl hat on, and it's really strange, and I can't unsee it. And it has tentacles coming out its mouth, another weird little face down here. And can't help myself. There's even, look, there's an eye there, there's an eye there, there's a mouth here. What the fuck is going on? Ah, I'm losing my mind. But yeah. God damn it. The problem is, I'll if I like really, if I stare at something for long enough, I'll end up the shit. I'll see like a full body. or like a dragon or something. Yeah, it's annoying. I think I might be losing my mind a bit. Yeah. Okay, I've just done it wrong as well. For fuck's sake. It needs to be set back a block. This needs to be set back a block. Because I'm an idiot. As we've established many times before when it comes to games. So yeah. It's fine. It's fine. But it's fine. It's fine, it's an easy fix. It's an easy fix. It doesn't matter. There we go. Right, there we go. And then we just put these in here. Yes, yay! Oh. And we'll just put some texture blocks in here. Like that. Then we go this. Then we go this. There we go. And again, we're going to step back and look at this in a minute because I want to see. No, I think that works. I've added a pupil wax. And I'm really tempted to put like dripstone on top or... Oh my god, I could build like actual... Should we just do this real quick? To satisfy my desires real quick. I'm just gonna like... Oh no! Oh no. Let's have a look at this. Okay, that's actually... I might keep that. I might actually genuinely keep that. What the fuck? Why is... I swear I'm not even doing this on purpose. I'm just building for the... What the hell? I'm really tempted to keep these. Keep these, but but then we've got like improving the house. Or maybe it looked like it was fucking like eating the sun or something. Oh my god. Yeah, you're not gonna actually see the inside. But what if I put like a... It's... the inside. When we get around to it, I'll put the face on the inside. Oh yeah, if you're wondering why this thing is so big, we're actually going to do a completely different like style inside, so there's going to be a lot of layers in between it. That's why this thing's so fucking massive. Yeah. It's going to be a housing for some of the first order. Just fly. Obviously, it's got a roof, so if we go to time, we need to kind of work from the stone in black stone. On the floor real quick. We're going to use some of this and some of the other bits because we've got bits of this. Why is it not stone? Is that just not a well, no, there is, isn't there? It's in the other. But why would polish in the other one? That doesn't make sense. Every stone type and its polish type is in here, except deep slate and I know the deep slate's here. Yeah, it's just stones that isn't. It's really strange. Never seen that before. Why is every other polished stone here, but stone polished stone is... Where is it? In here. Why is this? I guess because it's called smooth stone. They should add something called polished stone then, because maybe it looks shinier. in some respect. Maybe I'll explore like this colouring bits, just got those edges on it. Maybe. Yeah, if we figure out some sort of stone gradient, again, only using blocks I currently have access to, so deep slate tough might actually come into this quite well. It's andesite too, probably. Actually, if we get even darker, it's too harsh, isn't it? I actually genuinely have to use tough to mix these together. Grab this real quick too. And then probably some... I'm gonna have to destroy so many fucking amethyst places. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Right, so if we start... I'm thinking maybe like... stone, and then we just place everything down first. Sort of get a benchmark of what we're playing around with, and then we can figure this out in a minute when it comes to actually this round. So if we're trying to get to Blackstone, which is the darkest, we need to put Blackstone at the end. We put this here, and maybe like just leave sector Blackstone. I don't know. I think that works better because the texture's kind of the same. It doesn't have to be exact like mixing. I've learnt that before. But if we do that, because that's also kind of like greeny grey, same as this, that kind of works. And then that into this into this. Okay. Go with that, and then this. Just trying to find stuff that fits properly. I believe it is stone, and this side, and then cobblestone, and we get rid of this, and then it's fate, thistle, and then there we go. Wicked. And you can actually see, even in our inventory, it kind of works. So tough to... There. It's a bit like a mold. Okay, let's transfer. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, let's try really cool. I hope the playbacks are right. I've had some trouble with that recently. There we go. That's fine. What should I say? We just keep. There we go, cool. There we go, right, so now we just need to get rid of these then, because this doesn't entirely work anymore. So now, what we do is, just try to do this entirely with blocks first. I want to set this back a tiny bit as well, so it's not exactly in line. Like if we go block and in and then up by 2 and in then up by 2 again, is that like an alright starting point? Yeah, I feel like we should be able to go in and then curve up. So maybe like we go in by 3 and then we go in by 2 and then in. Or 1. We get in by and then up by 2 again. Because then eventually what it's going to do is it's sort of going to curve upwards like that. Does that make sense? So what we can do stairs. Just... Yeah, but then that just kind of looks ugly. It's the problem. Be so careful with like roofs and shit. It doesn't always look best if you just chuck stairs on. Again, it really depends on what style you're going for with your... I'm not calling people's builds ugly because they use stairs. I'm just calling this ugly because I've used stairs. Some of them just need to kind of be more... Yeah, I like that more. So actually, I'm going to erase all this. I'm just going to do it without the stairs and plug them in. So 2, 3, 2. Yes, this is working. Maybe 1. Like this. Yeah, I'm liking that. And it's starting to curve up as well. And then we go... Yeah, you see how it's sort of like curving into the middle and going upwards. That's kind of what it's working out. Go up by 2s because we got to the point where it works now. Quite by 3s yet, and then we go up by 3. Yeah, and then we go like this. And you see how it like almost curves inwards? It's like a reverse bevel, if that makes sense. And then we'll just have some kind of like jutting out. Yeah. But we're going to replace this with other blocks so that it kind of gradients upwards. It's a good technique, actually. I want to say like a general number, or like a lot of... Okay, some people that I've seen, when it comes to building, what they'll do is build the entire thing out of like stone or dirt, and then replace it block by block with their palette, which is probably what I might do with this. But it generally works good for gradienting if you don't know what you're doing at first. Right, so it was this, and we're going into andesite, so... Yeah. Again, gradienting, it doesn't mean just smash cutting stuff together. It mix into the spaces of the other bits. And then we go up to here, and eventually what's going to happen is as that goes back into the top, it's going to become more yeah, and obviously this isn't going to stay as... This is going to become... whatever block's here, to be honest. You kind of see how this is already starting to build away and upwards. You kind of see that working? Actually, I'm not too sure. I don't want to do like this to be every other block. It's going to kind of look weird. There we go, that's better. And we grab this instead. There we go, that's better. Otherwise you start to get a pattern, which is not what I want. But yeah, that looks sick. And then all we're going to do is drag that in. And then basically, I think make this gradient a bit more short, so it's a bit more sharp and it becomes the black stone quicker. And then all we're going to do is basically take this whole bit, and we might have to do this off stream, because again, we might have run out of the hour that we're doing on the creative world, which got about 10 minutes on here. We're going to basically drag this in to the center of wherever this is, and put a tower above that. So this thing is going to be like stupidly tall. I'm actually playing on the SMP at the minute, and I'm considering build this over there as well at the same time, just to predict how long it's going to take. So yeah, and again, if we just go ahead and quickly rough this out. So the most we got to it, this was just the very bottom of the sword. So go like this real quick. Probably even like just grab these, drag them over. Yeah, it works better. Okay, cool. So again, all we do now is, I think this even just looks good without stairs. Just like the general shape of it looks awesome. So what we're going to do is just drag this in with and the only thing is, I guess, this is going to make a bit of a clash between this. So we could drag this back a bit. And then maybe have the branches of these come up all the way round, rather than the rest of the roof joining in, because then it creates sort of like a division between the two blocks. Yeah, okay, cool. Kind of like, I don't want to, I'll keep that like that, I like that. And then we'll make a bit of a texture sort of swing between these two, which we can again do with the blocks we have in our inventory. So I just take these off real quick. You can almost just place the blocks of the gradient in here actually. Because you can actually see in effect how that's working, and then you can put even slab of those different things up there. So we first of all grab our stone and then cobble. Have this like one block off its actual path. What we should see is, because we don't have basalt slabs, because this should start mixing in fairly well. Yeah, it works. I just got rid of my black stone. I didn't mean to do that. Wait, we're going here real quick. By the way, I haven't got any of these materials together, so that's mainly what streams are going to be after this. I should just mention, yeah, so just because we're starting up into Fireball properly, it doesn't mean we're just completely quitting streams. Like, we're still going to do streams. It's just probably, like, going to be grindy stuff. But also, I guess, planning builds, yeah. There we go. Yes, yes. I'm liking this a lot. This just feels a bit slapped on right now, so we might have to fix that. It's because of these, to be honest. And it feels like it's being swallowed up by it. But also just sort of generic castle things as well. Yeah, sometimes some patterns work. And I believe on this one it does. Just kind of engulf the window a bit more. Makes it feel more sunken. I'm going to repeat it there and keep it open. I might even just like sync this a bit. Kind of feels a bit more like a step now as well, which is good. And doesn't really actually kind of breaks this up a bit actually, yeah, so I kind of like that, yeah. Cool. Okay, let's focus on the roof for now. I think behind here this is where we could maybe just have some plain pink. I thought it's missing a bit. This build is very much black with pink accents, or grey with pink accents. So I think maybe having like a large chunk of pink probably wouldn't work the best. But you can even like frame the moon in here as well. But no. By the way, I'll be putting this whole thing on Pinterest once I'm done as well, so if any of you want to use this thing as like a reference to build, feel free, because this is gonna be basically free for use once I get this build finished. Like, you can use it however you want, to be honest. Put it 1-to-1 scale, or... yeah. It's very short. It's a bit of me, isn't it? In pink and black. I mean... come on. Come on. I mean, yeah, to be fair, purple. I don't have access to purple, and purple trees don't exist. But it's the closest you can get. And also, I'm in a charitable survival. So yeah. Yeah, got the 10 minutes left in Cradia there, and then we'll switch. Right. So this bit here. This is what we're gonna leave that open, like I said. I think, yeah, because we're gonna fly in through that bit so you can come right inside. I think we're just gonna get focused on the this for now. Oh fuck! I moved my planet. What was it? Was this stone and a slight cobblestone? Yeah. So it's stone and a slight cobblestone, and then it's what is it? Tough deep slate, smooth raw blackstone. Tough deep slate, smooth basalts. Blackstone, there we go. Wicked. Okay, cool. So now we just pop back up here. Again, we're doing blocks here, not what you'd expect to be building a roof out of, but I am. So screw it. Yeah, that's kind of what ties it into the whole... well, it's the deep slate in it, yeah, so if we put this here, again, it is a bit of a smash into the whole thing. It's the best I can kind of do. I guess this is kind of cobbly and knobbly. I get ooh, I didn't even think about that. We can actually use we can use this stuff. Yeah, because I have, well, it's basically just this, but in its cobbled form. That might work better. That works so much better. Yeah, because the textures, like, they're not exactly the same. I mean, if you actually look, like, this nodule here is actually technically here. I don't know if you can see that, but like this nodule here is this nodule here. Like, it's been moved around a bit, but it's essentially the same texture, but with like in different places. It's weird, but yeah. I'm just put some slabs here, maybe. We'll do it afterwards. Just, yeah, bring these around here. There we go. That's too much. Let's try something else here. Try putting some answer up here. I feel like this is a bit too much with the deep slate. We maybe try some more tough. It looks alright. It's not the best, but it will do. You're not, to be honest, you're not really going to notice this from afar.
Make it tasty.
In reality, like the scale of this thing kind of diminishes the smaller stuff. It's just like from afar that needs to kind of work. But yeah. There we go. That's better. Even like bend this round. My music just stopped. Oh no. I need to change music because otherwise I'm gonna get copyrighted. No!
Planning for
Ah! There we go. Found it. Another one. We just restart this real quick. There we go. Different kind of music, but same person. Found this really awesome dude called Travis Savoy on YouTube, and they do like D&D music-y stuff, but it's sick. It sounds so fucking cool. Yeah, we're just gonna sort of bring this in as it goes now. And then this will like be a slab or something. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, wicked. And then we could actually just dupe this to the other side. I probably won't, because again, the texture is going to be different. I don't technically have to build the whole roof. I'm going to anyway, because I have a problem with things not being finished. So, oh shit, no! What happened? There we go. Sorry, the music went off for a bit. Checking the movement's all good. Yeah, wicked. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Yeah, I like this. And then again, I think what we'll do is we'll bring this out by. Oh, we could do slabs instead. Ooh, ooh! It's not quite Halloween yet. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Right, if we grab like these, what we could even do is just go ahead. What the? I can't talk. So what I meant to grab. If we grab these real quick, what we can even do is just maybe like do slabity bits over here instead, and then like bring this out with slabs, and go like 2, and then go. Oh, I forgot my slab andesite. Got my slandersite. Does it just continuously slander you? Slander? Slander. Slander or slander? I guess it depends where you're from, but yeah. We got this. And it need like even on these bits we can do bits extra. Yes. Yeah. Yes. There we go. Yeah, you can kind of see it's almost like what we did on the roof over here. If you actually look at the, it looks hideous from that. But if you look from like further out, you can see how this sort of like curves up and in. So out. I meant out, not in. But yeah, it's kind of just doing the same thing, just here. It doesn't really work. The further you get up is the problem. Unless we just like use blocks on this bit. Unless we... Ooh. Ooh, ooh, the ideas are flowing! Yes! We could do stairs on this bit instead. We go like this. Right. Whip. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it doesn't really work. Which is why blocks are going to work even less. Ooh, that kind of fucks me off a bit. We don't have stone pressure. We have pressure plates. We don't have trapdoors, do we? I don't like. Just ends there. Unless we just do this with blocks instead. I'm gonna get that slab there because it looks cool. Yeah, I want to do like a bit of an overhang. There we go, that works. I might just keep this with the structural block. Well, to be fair, like I said, this doesn't have to be entire. Because I'm pretty much the other side of this thing is going to be exactly the same. And then it's going to have like a bit of a thickness in the top. So you can like have like a separation between the two sides. I haven't actually measured this thing yet. It'll be massive in survival. Speaking of which, we're going to jump in it. Yay! I know exactly where I logged off as well, because I died twice, which means getting XP is going to be even harder. For God's sake. I think what I'm trying to do right now is just grab quartz and stuff, because the inside of this barn is going to be basically just pure white. It's basically going to be a science lab, but with animals and stuff in there, and some other blurry bits, which I'm not going to tell you yet, because it will ruin the whole thing. But yeah. We're just going to be doing some resource gathering. I can't fucking talk. Resource gathering. We're also going to be doing a bit of farming and also a bit of digging and mining, because I need to get on top of doing one particular thing. Speaking of which, we're probably going to film a bit of the stuff today, and then streams on this might become more of a regular thing rather than just once every Monday. Like, they might become a thing that I do just every now and then, because that we'll need to go, like, stupid amounts of resources will need to be gathered, is what I mean to say. So yeah, this will probably become more of a regular thing, and you can kind of see what we've been doing over here. Yes, I died and lost a bunch of beds, which is really annoying, but to be fair, we've still got a bunch of wool back home, so it's fine. Oh, hello, Mr. Goodman. But yeah. So yeah, I completely forgot what I was saying there. I think it's way down. Yeah, it's way down here, isn't it? I found a new way of doing this. I'm gonna start mining with beds, obviously, still, but I'm gonna do it in a way that you kind of, instead of doing a tunnel, you do, and then you do tunnels alongside it, so you create, basically just mine out everything in one area rather than just tunnels, because otherwise you end up missing stuff like this, which was this has been exploded in this sort of quadrant here, but I wouldn't have found this unless I'd done this off the shoot of here. So yeah. Oh. And you're obviously probably wondering, well, Shadow, in survival, you can't actually use ancient debris or netherite until you got an upgrade, and you would be right, except you're wrong, so terribly wrong. Because there is one other use you can use it for, which I'm not going to reveal, which you're probably not talking about, but I'm not going to spoil it too much, because it's kind of a stupid idea, but I'm going to do it anyway, because woo! And also fun for this series, because it's going to be stupid challenges pretty much every episode. And stream as well. Yeah. I keep forgetting, I actually have like wings that move when I run. I'm a tail as well! I need to learn how to code tails again, that'd be really fun. Like, I have like a custom skin, I just need to learn how to put a tail on it. Yay. Pop through the nether, back into the everworld. And let's go ahead and do some survivally things, like surviving and sleeping and jumping around in water. Yeah, that's a survival thing. I still haven't put water down there. I keep dying when I fall down here because I keep thinking I put water on the bottom, but I haven't. I need to do that at some point. I can do it now, actually. To be fair, I'm not too urgent for diamonds. I've got most of the stuff that I need, but yeah, like I said, so enchanting. What the fuck? Yeah, when it comes to enchanting, I'm probably gonna do it on video, which I'll do probably this evening instead of on stream now. But we are gonna get started in terms of like terraforming and doing some other bits too. I kind of made a bit of like a mental list before the stream what to do, and it includes cow farming, because we are doing enchanting the old way, which means getting leather. Yay! Yay! Anyway, back to business, shall we? Yeah, I have actually got one of these ready. I just need books, to be honest. We visited the village last time as well, which I did actually venture into. I've trapped all the villagers in a or commune, so if we need to go get villagers at some point, then we can. It's literally on the mountain opposite me, which I was going to build on. It's awesome. Which is pretty handy, because they're closer than I thought. And we've still got diamonds left. Yeah. Which I can turn into a pickaxe and a hoe. Speaking of which, where is my... I think I might just do some more bed mining for now, and then we can... Yeah, I just need to use all these beds up, to be honest. I'm going to do some more bed mining real quick, and then we are going to go ahead and... Is it? It's in another shovel at some point as well, so we can do stuff. Oh, yeah, that's... Wow, I'm really short on pickaxes. We need to, what was I going to say? I keep forgetting. Well, I need to go mine this up the top as well, because sugarcane is what you use. I'm not really going to expand this yet. Well, it's a manual sugarcane farm. It's done a very specific way, and it's something I